I'm excited to be back. I hope you're excited to be here as well. Guess what we're playing today? If you couldn't tell by the exceptionally repetitive music that has been playing in the background, we are playing some Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life. Ooh, I feel very far away today, and I'm very concerned because I can't really move my computer setup because if the cable wiggles, it like ruins it. So we're gonna pull the entire coffee table. There we go. Wow! Excited to be here. I hope you guys are excited to be here. Should have left it on this bop of some music. We're on Pumpkin Farm, right? Yeah. Yeah. What have you guys been up to? What have I been up to? Well, it's been a busy time for me. As we know, it's been a few weeks since I played really any game for Team Stream yesterday because if you didn't know, I'm actually completing my master's in biology, in neurobiology. I don't know, I'm like in between designations. It's a whole ordeal, but I'm in peak testing right now. And things have been a lot. And I was working 100-hour weeks pretty consistently for a long time there. I'm actually just gonna pause for a sec because I just want to full screen this so that I can actually see what I'm doing. But yes, I have been so busy, and I'm sure you guys have all been busy too, but I have missed you with all of the strands of my heart. Did I leave my animals out overnight? Oh yeah, you can do that if it's like not rainy or something. Oh yeah, I have like so many cows now. Can I? Oh, you were asleep. Okay, well, let's pretend we didn't do that. It's fine. It's fine. But it's exciting to be back. I hope you guys are as excited to have me back as I am being. Are we in fall? Yo, these are different. The birds are different. Everything's different. What an exciting time. Poggy. Do-do-do. God, I gotta stop doing that because Bandit keeps roasting me for the fact that 90% of the time, when I don't know what to say, I just go, do, 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 along with the music. Yo, one of my chickens grew up. And it was a boy. Who are you? Aggie? Aggie must be the baby, hey? Doo-doo-doo. So we're gonna yote Aggie. I'm sorry to say. But we gotta sell Aggie because I'm poor AF. Do you guys remember this game? I feel like I have such an intense nostalgia for this game. But that's because like it was one of the first games I ever played. Literally an incapable child. Couldn't even hold a controller. But that's okay. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. But I love, like, I genuinely love this game. Something about it is just so wholesome. I would like to sell an animal. Chicken. Aggie. Okay. Aggie's getting yucked. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, oh, there's a mushroom over there too. Oh, can I like love you now? Without you yelling at me? Oh, you're still too young? Is this one over here still too young too? What's one of the games from your childhood, Mushi? From your childhood that like... Oh, okay, we're asleep, so I'm glad you didn't get mad at me. You just gave me questions. When do you grow up? How can I tell if you grew up? Like, the chickens are so clearly grown up. Munaj is doing fine. Okay. No, I don't want to talk. I would like to milk this. BB? She literally gave me one. That sucks. Dude. The sounds. Okay, so I think what we normally do is we go to the mines and bust our little bums. When we're done busting our bum, we do some fishing. Seems legit. Ooh, what is this ugly AF thing? Some kind of mushroom, clearly. Ew. Okay, I need to see what these are. Crops, seeds, food. Matsuke. Matsutake, actually. A Columbo. A hackberry. And bracken. Okay. Bracken kind of looks like a little poop. But I'm a mature adult. I didn't actually just say that. It's fine. Okay, so Maboa. Is this a flower that is pickable? Is there more of them? What? Just one... Oh, there is. I was gonna say, one lonely, sad flower. Okay, I remember a lot about this game, but I don't remember everything, and that's why, if you see things and I don't see them, please yell it to me. Or, better yet, we can work on everything together. Okay, there's a lot of these. I genuinely, didn't remember these flowers at all. I didn't know flowers grew over here. Also, my nose piercings are sitting weird. Okay. Did you guys know I worked at a bar that the owner was very religious and super against any kind of piercing, which actually meant that if you had tattoos and piercings, you, pretty much couldn't work there. And so staff that had tattoos, being like a nightclub, we actually had to bandage up our tattoos, over top of our tattoos. So everyone was walking around with tensor bandages because, to find bartenders and servers, oh no. To find bartenders and servers that don't have tattoos, it's not unheard of, but it's not a common thing. Especially people that are willing to work from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. on a Tuesday, Okay. Oh, do I have... No. Okay. Oh my gosh, the distraction! Okay. It's a very sad digging day for me, I guess. We'll double it up. Nope. Double it up over here? No. What about here? Nope. Cringe. Ooh, this is on a scale of 1 to 10, this is one of the worst days we've had. Okay, there we go. Something weird. So, how's your day going today? Because I have a couple anecdotes related to my day. I've been working in kind of a public space because my office doesn't have external windows. And so it does get kind of dark during the day. And right now I have a lot of... Kids, it's going to sound weird if you don't know what I do, but I have a lot of brains and other random paperwork and stuff on my desk. So my desk is very crowded. It's not a great workspace for me right now. So I've been working in this public space that has a lot of external windows. It overlooks a parking lot that overlooks what we call a coulee, which is where a river flows through and then cuts out a valley, but they're not cliff sides. It's rounded hills. It's called a coulee. I don't know. I feel like this is a Alberta thing. It must be a prairies thing, I guess. But it's a wonderful place to work. Also because overlooking this parking lot, it's 2-hour working for university students. So there's a lot of great people watching potential, and I enjoy it very much. But oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been working in this public space. So people just come up to me and talk to me because it is a public space. It's not like me in my office with my door closed. So I have had the weirdest conversations. I had a conversation with a 74-year-old man about breast augmentations. I had a conversation today about cultural appropriation of dreadlocks. What else have I talked about? I don't know. Things have been weird though. But sometimes weird is a good thing. Honestly, frequently weird is kind of a good thing. It's like fun when things are like novel. Did I ride my horse here? Yes. Hello. Felicia. Ride Felicia. Please. Okay, let's go like foraging. Do 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 do. Okay, stop. Stop me. Help me. What was this thing? This was like the thing I had a really hard time pronouncing. But it's clearly some kind of mushroom. There's a poop, a bracken. I thought bracken was like a type of fern, but now I'm like questioning. I don't. I'm questioning like my entire existence because I don't know what a bracken is. Is there anything down here? Mm-mm. Oh, something I forgot to do. I forgot to tweet and also send out an Instagram or a Snapchat. Give me 1 second. I am a silly boy. Do 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 do. Okay. One thing. One thing is done. What was the other thing? Oh, yes. This is the other thing. There we go. Okay. Back at it. Literally by hitting the B button. Backstreet's back. Alright. And mooey. Moi. Did the birds is like I didn't realize that they would change the birds. I don't know why it's like it's almost mind flooding for me. It sounds like a crow getting assaulted. What are these? It's just a different looking like of one of those mushrooms. I guess it makes sense because this is like a humid environment, hey? Can I go behind the tree? I can! But there's nothing over here. Okay, so you want to forage in the fall. There's actually quite a bit of things. Okay, get on my pony. Hello? Do the fish types change with the seasons? Probably not, hey? Probably not. I don't know. That's okay. Hello, rock. Hello, child? Okay, there's always two types of flowers. Where's the other flowers? Or where are the other flowers? Are they over at this pond? They are over at the pond! Trick blue. Okay. Pick? I guess the turtle only comes out in the summer. Oh, what a sad day. I even have my glasses on and I still have a hard time seeing. I want to blame it on the graphics. I don't think it is. I think I'm actually just blind. That's another reason I've been working in the public space is like having the ability to look at the windows is really good for your vision because if you're constantly staring at something close up, you'll actually force your eyes to adjust to the close up and then force yourself to become nearsighted. And that's what actually happened to me at the beginning of my master's. So being able to like look up and look out the window. And also like maybe one day I'll share a photo of it. But the view once again overlooks the coulee, but it also overlooks the world's largest train bridge. It's literally the longest train bridge and also the tallest train bridge, which is in this small Canadian city in like southern Alberta, pretty much Montana. Like it's a weird thing, but like I'm happy with like it's really cool actually. So to put in perspective how large this train bridge is, it's over 300 feet tall. Um, Oh, you son of a gun fell asleep right in front of me. It's over 300 feet tall. And so it's a tall boy. It do be a literal tall boy, but it's also like it's over a mile long. I was gonna say it's like over 1.6 kilometers, but that actually equates to, yeah, about a mile. So it's over a mile long, which is also pretty wild to think about, hey? A literal train bridge that's 300 feet in the air and a mile long is like pretty intense. But yeah, it's like, it's cool to watch the trains go across it because the trains are so tiny relative to how large this bridge is, right? I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. Google it. It's called the high level. Okay. 540 goldies. He did not take Eggy though. Also, can I just say thank you to everybody, whether you're watching this on YouTube, watching this on Twitch, watching this live, or watching it as a VOD, whatever you are doing. Any support that you guys have been giving me has been so wonderful, and I really appreciate it. I know it was really hard for you guys, for me to take a break, especially because I didn't communicate that I was doing that very well. It just kind of had to happen. I didn't have too much choice in the matter even. So, yeah, did I just milk her? And I feel like I'm, like, losing my mind. Yeah, I did, okay. So, like, I just want to say thank you. I do want to do this, maybe not full-time, unless, like, I really popped off. So if you like me, like, help me pop off, for the love of God, please. Ah! Oh. But, yeah, I would love to do this more consistently and moving on into the future. I want to keep doing this. I want to keep having fun with this, and I just want to keep, I don't know, doing, you know? Keep vibing. Nina. Hello there. This is the best season for us old folks. Yes, because it's not too hot. You were complaining about the heat all summer. Hi, I think your name's Corey? Chris. Oh. I was close. I think I've said this before. I am a huge fan of feminizing male typical names or women with male typical names. I find, like, I don't know, I just find it like almost like attractive. I think it's so enticing and cool. So if you have that, dude, like, I'm jealous. Okay, we fishing. We do be a fishing boy. Have a bit of my drink in the meantime. Gotta turn the lid of my Yeti mug so it's on the right side. I cannot see, please. A big smelt. I need two. I was not at full brightness, thank God. Okay, I can see slightly better, still not well. But the lights do come on at 7 p.m., I think. Do this for a bit. Check the weather for tomorrow. See if we need to put the cows inside. And move on with our day. Do, 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 do. Oh my gosh. Hello? Hello? Excuse me? There we go. Thank you. We got it. It's a big boy, I think. Oh gosh. Okay, well, it was actually a huge boy, if you want to be honest about that. Okay. Nammy! Falling leaves seem sad and lonely, but to the trees, it's just another part of their lives. Sad and lonely. Do you find fall sad and lonely? I don't find fall sad and lonely. Fall just makes me think of sweaters. That's not what I want. Okay. Do. Okay. Hello. Weather? Okay. Cool. So they can stay outside. 8 p.m. seems a little early to go to bed, but like honestly, I'm not beyond that in real life even. I tend to go to bed very early. Okay. We're gonna fill. Are you a morning person or an evening person? Because I am 100% a morning person. Not even a question in my mind. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't love getting up early if I'm tired, but I like being able to go to bed early, and then wake up early and wake up at the sunrise. If I'm getting enough sleep, I love it. If I'm not, then obviously I hate it. But we do the best we can. Yes, we will save. Okay, milk. Do. Oh, we had the fruit dream. Spicy. We went to bed very early, so we woke up very early. Okay, so today must be the second day of fall. Is there... Yeah. No. Maybe not. I thought there was something there. There is something here. And then there should be a bracken. I can't see. Maybe the bracken don't come back every day? Honestly, would make sense. Tons of these bad boys. So they're probably not worth a lot of money, hey? Honestly, gonna fish. I wish you could ocean fish. Like, I wish you could, like, take a boat into the... Oh no, bye, Aggie. Sell an Aggie, eh? Goodbye, Aggie. Okay, Aggie, let's go. Why does it make me so sad? Oh my god. Aggie. Goodbye, Aggie. I'm sorry. Oh, music's all gone now. Oh! This game is trying to, like, ruin my life. How am I so emotional over poor Aggie? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no, that made me very emotional. Just roll with it. Okay, but it's 7 a.m. Come on, fish. Like, this is peak fish time. Come do your fish stuff. Get some breakfast. Oof. Gotta readjust my legs. Oh my gosh, I had my foot fall asleep because I sit cross-legged in office chairs like a lunatic. And literally half my leg was like pins and needles for probably 7 minutes. And I was like walking and like limping, and I was like, is this how I die? Like, is this the end of my like foot's life? Also, I would have been very upset if I had to get it amputated because I have a lot of tattoos on that leg. Would have been a waste of money. Oh, baby, I caught a shark. Okay, let's go milk Nicki Minaj. When we're done milking Nicki, we can go to the um which one's Nicki? Neither of you are Nicki. Also, Nicki is dirty. Why, if you're dirty, why are you so far away from the thing? Are you dirty? You are dirty, okay. Okay, but like... Okay, how do you do this? Nicki! How do I do it? I'm so bad. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to steer a cow. Other way, okay. What we're gonna do is this is way harder than I realized it was. I wish you could pull. Like, just grab the skin of the cow and pull it towards you. I'm gonna lose it. I'm losing it, dude. Okay. Oh. Frick. Okay, we're gonna milk her. Okay, she's ready. She's ready to get pushed. Oh my god, Nicki! There we go. I don't want to talk about how long it took me to learn how to push this freaking cow. Okay, she's right there. Do, for the love of God, Nicki, if you walk away, I might actually lose my freaking mind. I want... Nicki! Me. Okay. Where's my horse? It's doing horse things over here. Nicki just went to sleep. I'm so mad. We should be talking to my future husband, I guess, hey? Remember, you guys were the ones that chose that this is the way. What up? It's too hot, not too cold. No, I don't. Okay, come back anytime. Sounds good, bucko. Anything to pick? Anything to pick? Nope. We're so late. We usually come here at like 9 a.m. Okay, hello, Carter. She really wanted me to talk to her. Hello, Carter. I would like to do it right away. Thank you. The worst. The worst. I have some Icelandic krona from when we went to Iceland, which is their like currency. And their money is like a gold coin that has a fish on it, and it is the most Icelandic thing I've ever seen, and I think it's so cute. But then I also like I'm sitting here like, okay, our freaking nickel though has a literal beaver on it. Like, Why do I live here? Doesn't a quarter have like elk on it or something too? Why can't I think of what's on a quarter? A dime has a boat. It's actually the boat's like 100th year anniversary. Um, nickel has a beaver. The penny. Oh my god, I can't remember what our pennies used to have. We don't have pennies anymore. I want to say it had like maple leaves on it. I know the American one. I can see the American one is like that like long building. Um, our loonies have a loon on them, and our toonies. Do our toonies have a polar bear on them? I don't use cash very often. Can't tell. What okay, I don't know how other people see this. I only know from like memes, but I feel like other people see Canadian money as like the weirdest thing. Now, the only thing I want to complain about is our money is actually plastic. We got rid of paper money like probably 10 years ago, or close to. Maybe not even, like 7 years ago. But it's cool having money because you can wash it, you can let it get wet. During COVID, I could sanitize any cash that I got. But the plastic it uses gets really brittle when it gets cold, and not an uncommon thing to see is the money will actually just crack in half. Like, because welcome to Canada where it actually gets cold. I don't get it, but whatever. Okay, can someone tell me what is on a Canadian quarter? And also a toonie. I think a toonie has a polar bear. Oh my gosh. This is like grade 1. I swear. You know how I know that? Because I was a student teacher in a classroom and they had to learn about different like coins of money. And I can't even remember it. I practically have a master's degree and I can't tell you what's on our money. Oh yeah, something else that's really weird in Canadian, and like you can look this up, it's real. To prevent counterfeiting with the plastic bills, all the bills are scented, but each dollar amount of bills, so like the $5, $10, $20, they all smell different. They have different scents. So like one of them's honey, one of them is maple. Yeah, because Canada maple. One of them, I think one's cinnamon. I think it's like the 50 or the $100. I think the $100 is honey. I think the 50 might be cinnamon. I think the 5 is maple. I'm not even joking. Welcome to Canada. Also, our money is all different colors. I know Americans will make fun of because all American money is green, but it's so handy. You're going through your wallet, you're like, okay, a blue bill is a 5, a purple bill is a 10, a green bill is a 20, a red bill is a 50, and then a brown bill is a 100. So if you ever hear someone make the joke about like a brown note, it's because in Canada, a $100 bill is brown. Don't ask me about bills higher than that. I cannot tell you. I don't ever seen like a bill higher than $100. Because of like counterfeiting, they also like most businesses won't even take $100 bill. So I don't know. Are you guys fans of fishing in real life? I'm a huge fan of fishing. Not like Tinder, like I'm gonna post like a picture of myself fishing or holding a fish on Tinder, but like actually fishing. I find it like actually meditative, especially fly fishing. You can like go downstream from your like friends that you're fishing with and actually have your own little space and enjoy nature. And my nose is itchy. Allergies, dude. It's just like fun. I don't know. Maybe that's a me thing. That's okay if it is. We all got our own likes and dislikes. Also, funnily enough, I hate camping. And we usually do it at least once a year, but I don't like camping. We got a new friend. Oh, my egg probably hatched, hey? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do we put a male or a female? No? Let's hope it's a male? Watch it be a female. I feel like I'm getting some pretty big delay. So we'll see if it's like on my reception or my actual upload. I am on Ethernet, so I don't get why I would have such a large delay. I've been having like issue, I feel like, with my Wi-Fi. Maybe it's a me thing. I think actually refreshing my page. So it was just my MacBook was having like a really bad day. Okay, let me over. Let me in! Off. Let me off. Okay, please milk Nicki Minaj. Milk this girl. That was not Nicki. Lunk? Is oh my god! Why were you asleep? It's like 4 p.m. You're not a graduate student. You don't need to sleep in the middle of the day. Okay. Mushi? Mushi looks dirty, but it might just be the shadows. Hello. This does not look fertilized. It's not fertilized. Okay, hip is in pain. There we go. Much better. Not where I wanted to go. Okay. Okay. Okay, tomorrow's van day, right? I'm not making that up. God, help. Yeah, okay, tomorrow's van day. Exciting. What's the weather looking like? Okay, cool. It's gonna start clearing up. Rock, get off my property! Hey, be quiet, Crusher. Oh, okay, I'll get up. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Me? It'll take a while to explain. Do you want to hear about my desperate struggle with the Crusher? I call it Super Rock vs. Crusher Ordinary Average Dog. No. If you ask me later, I won't tell you. Well, whatever. Crusher, keep this between you and me. Okay. Lull. Crusher. I'm pushing forward. I swear to goodness, I was pushing forward. Okay. Tree has been watered. Animals do be here. Let's go fit. Okay. I like fishing, dude. Hello? Man, I hate this like 6:30 to 7 p.m. period of time. It do be dark. Uncomfortably dark. This is like Slender Man volume of darkness. Intensity of darkness? Come on. There it is. Oop, there it is. Oh, that was a light. The light did startle me. Give me a quick startle. Okay. We got a big snout. Let's try and catch 2 more fish. Two more fish. There it is. Okay. It was a tiny snout. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fishing in a slightly unusual angle, but that is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, I'm gonna drop some neuroscience bombs on you guys now because I'm running out of anecdotes to talk about. Neuroscience bomb number 1. Did you know that when you drink alcohol, first, one of your like abilities to decrease is related to what you're worst at. So if you start to slur your words when you drink, and that's the first thing that like becomes apparent when you're drinking, it means that your speech ability is actually not super strong. Not that it's weak, but it's just not as strong as a lot of your other abilities because your body can't compensate for that. Same with like if you're someone that your vision seems to go really fast, then you're probably honestly like your brain's just not super good at your visual processing. Now, that doesn't mean you're bad at it. It just means that it's different, right? Every person's brain is slightly different. Um, there's lots of skills that are more like women tend to be better at, men tend to be better at. There's lots of skills that gay men tend to be better at, gay women tend to be better at. It's a really cool. Everyone's brain is different, and I think it's really cool. Simple table. Okay. So we don't need to bring the animals in. So I guess we're going to bed at 9:30. Yes. Because let's be honest, I don't 100% trust this console to not just like crash. Okay. Also, did you know that when you speak, one side of your mouth moves before the other one? And when you smile, same thing happens. One actually moves before the other side. And an unconscious way that you can actually tell if someone's lying or faking a smile is the other side of their mouth will move first. Because they're cognitively like processing what they're doing instead of just naturally letting their body do it. Does that make sense? It's kind of a cool thing. I don't know. Goo. Is my bracket? Oh, baby. We should go to the forest. There's another bracken. Okay. And it's Van Day. Oh my god, she's awake. And she's sniffing the other one's butt. And the other one's sniffing her butt. Yo, it's buttception. Okay, she just gave me one, I guess. They do be in a little huddle. They do be very cute. Okay, where's my pony? Oh. Hi, baby. Felicia. Okay. But, like, I would like to ride Felicia. Why am I struggling? And also, I took the long way. Okay. Nothing to pick here. Blizzard! It still has its broken leg. Aww. What kind soul took time out of its day to mend its leg? Okay. Actually, I thought there was something over here. Yeah! Look at me being such a little smarty pants! Aha! Baby! How we do, baby? Okay. Rollin'. Making my way downtown. I was gonna drink, but my Yeti mug has the lid reversed, so I have to drink it with my left hand. I gotta use my left hand to steer, and I'm not doing a great job of that. Okay. Tack is on his way. I thought there was, yeah, bracken over here. No, I'm picking it before you can. Don't even fight me, girl. Okay, someone Google what a bracken is for me. My sinuses are really swollen, and I feel like I'm very nasally right now. But if I am, then I am. And it do be how it do be, baby. Look at that cutie on the other side. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you could have any pet in the world, what kind of pet would you have? Like, are you like a lizard or a snake person? Are you... Rude? Are you the spawn of Satan and a scorpion person? I hate scorpions with, like... They literally make me want to die. Eat. Like, actually, I'm not even kidding. If I see a scorpion, I've never seen one in the wild, bless it. But if I saw, like, if I see one at a pet store, I genuinely, like, I cannot look at it without feeling nausea. I don't know what it is, but something about the way they look is, like, genuinely not okay. And I'm so sorry if you're a scorpion person. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Something about it makes me, like, feel very uncomfortable. Which is weird because, like, a close relative of the scorpion is a lobster. Lobsters don't gross me out. Well, okay, they gross me out a little. But not to the same extent as a scorpion. I can kind of get how people are, like, arachnophobic. Because that's how I feel about scorps. Is there... So, going back to my question. I kind of like snakes. I wouldn't want one as a pet. I love cats and dogs. Oh, the flowers haven't come back yet. Get in there, bro. Yeah, thank you. Now, get in there, bro, as well. Right away. Hey, Todd. I think I told you yesterday, but we are out of town for Halloween. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween without us. Are you dressing up? Are you dressing up for Halloween? I gotta know. No worries. Well, thank you. What are you dressing up as? I gotta know. Is it gin related? cocktail related. Whoop. Man, I don't know if it's because, like, this year, with, like, working as much as I have been, my brain does not want to believe that it is actually almost November. I am not mentally ready for Halloween, but I am mentally ready for Christmas for the sake that in December is when I finally get a break from my project. You got a onesie? Oh my gosh, what is your onesie of? I gotta know. Also, that's like the best costume because it's just comfy. No matter what you did, you're just gonna be comfy and cozy. No matter what the weather is, you'll be comfy and cozy. Oh, jealous. Okay, we're rolling, trying to find anything. Anything in the rough. Oh, we got some gems. A pretty stone. Okay, and then Van's here today. So big money from Van. Okay, we got literally like nothing, but that's okay. I think the mine does expand. It must expand related like when the years turn over. Right? I feel like. It's a Fortnite character. Oh, that's fun. Very with the times. I'm not even joking when I'm saying that I'm dressing up as a pumpkin for Halloween. And one of my colleagues, you found it at Value Village. Oh, baby. That's the best kind of costume. Um, but you know those like little toddler... Oh, Van! Those toddler pumpkin costumes that are like the pumpkin is pretty much a pillow that surrounds the toddler? God, why do they not make adult versions of that? Because I need that in my life. Okay. Nina. We gotta talk to Nina, because, like, we all know the history. Hello there. And if you don't, then I don't want to spoil it. This is the best season for us old folks. Yes, it is, baby. Please ride Felicia. $3! Dude! My costume was like 50, and it's literally a sweater. Not sure if I heard about Nick. No, I did not hear about Nick. What happened? Whoop, whoop. Pick, pick. Okay, we gotta pick. This flower's kind of pretty looking. It's like multicolored. Is that all of them? Nope. Narrator voice, not all of them. You'll text me, okay. TY, TY. Much appreciate. Oh gosh, okay. Am I okay? Is my horse okay? Bro, bro, bro. No, I don't want to love you. I want to ride you. That might be the most, like, male thing I've ever said. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Okay. Van! Set up, bro! I got stuff to sell, man. Okay. Off. Ooh, my tree's ready for watering! Let's get on this level. Okay, water this bad boy. It do be getting bigger, hey? It is, I mean, okay. It makes sense, because it's literally growing, but it do be getting bigger. Let's see if my thing has an egg. My thing as in my chicken? Is it fertilized? No. Can you fert some eggs, please? Why do I keep you around if you won't fert the eggs? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, skirt! Okay, where's my horse? Felicia! Ride. Do, do, do. Okay, he's set up. Do. Off. How do I... Thank you. I was like, how do I talk? Okay, we are selling. This is gonna take so long. Yes, I know. Yes, I do. Well then, I'll pay 15 each. You seem to have 9 of them. I would like to sell 9. Yes. Okay, we take it on how much money I can make. I'm thinking I will have over 5 grand. I could potentially buy a new cow. Yes. 60 gold. You have 6. I would like to sell 6. 360. I'm on it. TYE, TYE. Okay, sell. What will you be selling? I'm going to be selling this. Human statue. TY. 40. Yes. TY. What will I be selling today? How about these huge snelps? We do have a lot. 100 each! Oh, baby, we got 2? 200? Right in the pocket. Wish it was that easy to make 200 bucks. Thank you. I would like to sell. What will I be selling today? 4 skull fossils. Some kind of bone, actually. Oh, also 200 bucks. Yo! Can you imagine if, like, you rolled up and you were Van in this situation and someone rolled up and they were like, hey, I got 4 skulls to sell. And you're like, okay, I'll pay 50 bucks each. No? You'd be like, can you maybe, like, tell me where you got skulls? Or also, why do you have skulls? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, my favorite, coins. They're, like, worth, like, what, 15 or something? 10. Ugh. What is even the point? I made 100 bucks. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What will you be selling today? Okay, Todsky, what did you do for Thanksgiving, if you're still here? Because for people that maybe don't know, Canadian Thanksgiving is in October. It's not in November, so it has actually already passed for us. Which makes sense, because, like, you want it in the fall, and also when you're above the 49th parallel, fall is, like, 2 weeks in, like, September. So, we do the best we can up here. Okay, we got some mist moons. Do you want to sell that? I would. Thank you. I will pay... No! Ugh. Yes. That's what I wanted. That's the first time. Went to Daryl's dad's place for dinner. Ooh, I'm sure that was nice. A nice home-cooked meal. Did you guys have ham or turkey? I'm a big ham fan, but I feel like we never get ham because I feel like it's more likely for people to dislike ham than it is for them to dislike turkey. I have 8. Sure. Okay, so the bracken are worth 15. Turkey, ham, and prime rib. Yo, you got spoiled! I'm jealous. I didn't really get Thanksgiving this year. I didn't really get to see my family, and I didn't really get to see, like, my partner's family or anything, so I kind of just had, like a relaxing day off for the most part, and then I got some, like, leftovers, which was nice. I would like to sell this. 20. Okay, so the hackberries are worth more. Why was I eating the hackberries and not the bracken? Gosh. Big Columbo. Yep, he does that every year. Wow. There should be an entry fee for that. If you're going to someone's house and they're making you that much food, okay, I guess, like, you know what, okay, I corrected myself here. Entry fee is usually just, like, bring, like, a nice bottle of wine or something, you know? Something to spoil your friend who's spoiling you. Could have come as my +1. He always tells you to bring someone. Oh, I would have loved that. But I think I was in Calgary for part of the day. Yeah, because I had to work, I think, the morning. And then, yeah, I drove. And why I missed everything is because I drove to Calgary, which is 2.5 hours. I also got caught in like whiteout blizzard conditions, which is weird because it hasn't snowed down here yet. But in Calgary, which yeah, is 2 hours north, it was snowing. I had to scrape my car, which is the first time this year, other than like okay, the first time this fall, because I definitely had to do that clearly in like March and earlier, but it's fine. 100 gold each. Yo, big money. Okay, I'm getting close. We don't have very much more that we have to sell. Okay, we have quite a bit more. Are these also worth like 100 each? No, that was a disappointing. That was very disappointing. They're not even worth like 50. They're literally worth a quarter of the price. I feel like my hair is very in my face today. So I keep like brushing it out of my way. Maybe it's my position that I'm sitting in. What am I selling today? Some of these bad boys. Gem soil. 20 each? I have 9 of them. Ooh. Sure, I'll take 180. Oh, we did over 5 grand at BT dubs. Let's get these trick blues out there. I would like to sell this, yes man. 190 bucks? Not bad. I don't understand why the dialogue is so like... Is this like an old game thing? Like it's so... Oh, I have milk in my inventory? It's kind of like repetitive, I guess, is the easiest way to say it. It's like... You have to like answer like 40 prompts before you can get anywhere. There we go. What are you selling today? A rain bob. I will be selling a rain bob. A singular rain bob. I will take 80. Yes, that seems like a very good price actually for me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I would like to sell. We're close. We got like 2 things, dude. A Hutchep and then a Nami. Nyami? I would like to sell my final item. Tiny Nyame... Nyam... Please, can someone just teach me how to say that? I'm gonna forever struggle. Okay, keep going. We're done. Do you have anything to buy, actually? We're not done. You have nothing that I want. Never mind. Can you imagine rolling up to a town? Hello. Can I not talk to you? Oh, I can. But I don't have any money. You gotta help me. Did I gave him money? How much did I give him? Did anyone see? It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, off. Okay. I want to complain about this. This is a little bit of a first world problem. One of my favorite foods in the world is poke. I just love poke. I live in a city. $1 million. I live in a city. 100,000 people. And there is not a single place that serves poke. What is that? I'm so mad. Career opportunity, business opportunity. Open a poke place in Lethbridge, please. Someone. I just want to be able... I thought there was. Dude, I've looked it up. Maybe I'm wrong. I have tried so hard. And got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Okay, no, but like I've tried to find and Google one for so long, but like I cannot find one. There's a few really, really good sushi places. I'm actually very impressed with the amount of good sushi, good like Asian food. There's a really good Vietnamese place really close to my house. No poke. 420. Ooh, baby. This horse is just like, yeah, baby. I'm getting some bad luck here. Thought there was a poke place. I genuinely, like, cannot think of a poke place. And if there is, like, please, someone tell me about it so I can go. On a side note, no shame in this. We're gonna go to Red Lobster this weekend, and I'm so excited. I haven't gotten, like, seafood in so long. Welcome to living in landlocked Canada, in the middle of nowhere, but also not. And yes, I get that a lot of people don't like Red Lobster because it's frozen, but, like, it is better than literally nothing. And you may disagree with me, and that's fine. Poke Shack? What is that? Okay, well, you know I'm going to be Googling that later. And I'm going to be looking at reviews and potentially trying that. Probably not today, because small city life, they're probably closed at like 7 p.m. But, like, that's fine. Oh, baby. 58 centimeters. Half a meter long. I literally must be, like 112 centimeters tall. Bro, you don't need to yell this across the city. Or town. There's only like 12 people that live here. Actually, we should go home because we need to milk Nicki Minaj. Do you think I can breed my cow yet? How do you tell if it's an adult? I mean, that one doesn't look like an adult, but like, it looks dirty. She literally just walked away as I was milking her. Does not give a frick, bro. Okay. We should give you dates on when you could, like, make them have babies. Okay. Miracle potion. Other bowl. No, I literally cannot do it yet. It's got a bunch of 5 stars. Yo! Is it new? Because I genuinely feel like I've never heard of it before. But, I mean, I've lived here for, what? This is my 8th year living here. So I guess, like, I don't know everything about the city. But... Poke Shack, dude. They're getting some free publicity over here. Like, where is my, paycheck for, like, advertising? Looks like about a year or so. Okay. You know what? They're a COVID business. I'm saying that. If they're a COVID business, they opened during COVID. I didn't live here for, like, the majority of COVID. Bear with me. The rooster's sleeping. So Jeff gets no love. Give me Jeff. Okay. Rollin'. What? Okay, Todd. What is your favorite food? If you could... Okay, I don't want to say eat for the rest of your life because that's unfair. But, like... If you could have a food for free practically every day of your life, what would it have? What would you have? Hey, Chirpo! It's only 7 p.m. Did we just go to bed? Hella... Well, we gotta check the TV. What's that weather telling me? Facebook page goes back to last August. Okay, okay. Scallops? Scallops are a V good choice. gonna be nice and clear, golden. I am a seafood fan and a half. I have not met a type of seafood that I do not like. Although I have never had caviar. But overall, like, I can't imagine disliking caviar. I love salty things. I honestly, straight up, probably would love Vegemite, which is saying a lot because that stuff do be salty. Could also eat scallops pretty much constantly. Yeah. I feel like you're like a clam/mussel person, though. Bacon wrapped scallops is also a great choice. Cooked or raw. Okay. So good. I guess like it makes sense, but I didn't know you could eat scallops raw. I've never had oysters. You had oysters, I'm telling you right now. We have had oysters together. In Vancouver Island. South of Tofino. In this weird ghetto town. Anything is good with bacon. You are not wrong. Once again, going back to the salty. I love anything that is very salty, and bacon tends to be very salty. You can't go wrong with salt. I mean, you probably could, because anything excess is not great for your body, but like, it's salt. I love salt. You could wrap a... No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know, though. Not that I've tried it, but... Okay, it's 9 p.m. It's bedtime. Raw oysters. Yeah, that seems wild. Oh, this tree needs some love. Okay, rolling. Going to bed. How was your day today, Chirpo? Not what I want. I want this. Oysters are so yum. They do be very, very, very yum. Do. No! It said it was gonna be sunny! My poor animals are gonna get sick! What a terrible day! No! Frick. Really? You really just did that, bro. You were outside in the rain. And you just ate the food. The yucky, stale food inside. Can you guys grow up, please? Which one did I get first? Was it you? Are you a brown cow? Do you guys remember what kind of cows these are? One of them is a star. I have no idea which one was a star. Tomorrow is super duper busy. Oh no. But it's your Friday, right? You get Fridays off for the rest of the semester. Wow. The rest of the year. God, can you imagine working a 4-day week for the rest of the year? Because, like, I cannot. Today, Holly couldn't believe it. I only had, like, 2 hours of work that needed to be done today. But I worked on things that aren't due until the spring because I was, you know, I'm a little stressed out about time in the spring. So I was like, may as well get it done now so I don't have to think about it until the spring. Moo cows. Rip cows. No, they got rained on. I get all the Fridays off. That is the dream of retirement. That is indeed the dream. I don't even get Saturdays or Sundays off. I work every day because grad students aren't allowed to have friends or lives. But I'm gonna make some huge discoveries in the field of cannabis. Okay, I actually want to bring this up. Now, to preface what I'm about to say, when you do research, you can do research, then you can do preclinical trials, which is if you're doing a medicine, you do it either on animal cells or something, just to see if potentially your idea could work. And then if you have success with a preclinical trial, you'll move into clinical trials, which is where like humans, but in small groups, are exposed to the drug. And if the clinical trials are successful, you'll move into like a bigger group clinical trial, but it's pretty much like it's out to the public, but they're still monitoring it to make sure that it's safe. So I work in the field of preclinical trials. I work with whole plant cannabis extracts with the hope that if adolescent kids can consume this with no changes to their brain or development, we could move into using this as a treatment for things like epilepsy, which is really cool. So I was reading some papers about like clinical trials of specific components of cannabis for treatment of epilepsy. You can literally give cannabis to kids that are 2 years old if they have certain types of epilepsy. Now, my brain just cannot comprehend giving a child like drugs. But then I guess like if that's your best option, then why wouldn't you try it, right? It's kind of cool to think of. I don't know. That was just like my new tidbit of the information for the day. But you can't do it in Canada. Only in the States and Europe. Because, I don't know. I guess like Canada's have different guidelines. But it's kind of cool to see. I got a big Hutch-up. 12 before my first. Rip. Legally, most drugs. So usually it's like you have adults, which are 18 plus. And then you have like adolescent exposures, which is 12 to 18. And then you have like childhood exposures. So once it's approved in adults, you can start working for adolescent. If it works in adolescents, you can move into kids. But then it makes sense because you don't want to give kids a drug that's gonna like jank up their development. But like a human, oh my god, kids are not human. Adult brains, like for the most part, like your brain is developing until you're like old. But I guess I'm eating a hackberry. Like for the most part, like your adult brain isn't developing too much more. So they're like, okay, well if we frick you up, like who cares? Whereas they don't want to frick up a kid's brain, which makes sense. Jank up those brains. Dude, my brain was very jank already. It's fine. Janky. Jinkies? Hey Lily! Oh, you coming in with that tier 1 sub, baby! They see me farming. They hating. I'm digging my way through the mine. That was, nope, we lost control of that one very fast. How's your day, Lily? I saw you were streaming V late last night. How did your raincoat stream go? Let's go, baby! Puggy! I found something weird. It was a statue of a human. Humans are weird. Finally got Little Nightmares working. I'm so happy! After all the technical difficulties yesterday, it was just a cherry on top. You had to use different broadcasting software. Wow. That is like going above and beyond for your audience. Showing them genuine love. Also, can we get an exclamation point Lily codes in chat, please? Give me that shout out. It is what it is. It is what I do. We diggin'. All I do is science. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. How do you win at Harvest Moon? I guess like you build a stable farm. Steam Labs, not always your friend. I use OBS. And I know Steam Labs runs through OBS, and I know OBS gave me grief yesterday trying to connect my headphones and Discord. Exclamation point, Lily codes. Oh, did I? Oh no. There we go. There we go. I was like, did I frick something up in my Nightbot? Because, like, let's be honest, don't put it past me. Anything technological, not my friend. Thanks, Todd. Sharing all the love. All the love. Trying to mask this, like, really gross noise of when you find items in the mines. In the excavation. I feel like it'd be cool to see, like, time, but I kind of think it'd be really cool to see, like, an open excavation site, because, like, why would you ever have the need to see one? Like, you wouldn't, right? Oh, it's not raining anymore, great. But, yeah, like, like, it's probably, its novelty wears off very fast, but it would be cool to see an open excavation, and, like, anthropologists, like, working? I don't know. Paleontologists? Archaeologists? Indiana Joneses? Also, my horse is not with me because rain. Okay, we cruising. We cruising. We're gonna go try and catch some sharks. Still cruising. We do run very slow. I have learned. Okay. Okay. Squeak. Yo, Poke Shack! For lunch. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Chirpy, I found out that there is actually a Poke place here. It opened last summer. And I'm very upset that Google never told me about this. I would have been all over that. There's also this really cute candy store, if anybody's from Lethbridge or visiting Lethbridge, in downtown Lethbridge. And the owner used to be a regular of mine at the bar I worked at. And he is just super nice. So, support his little candy store. I think it's called like Sweets Inc. or something. And also there's a cute little plant store that just opened up in downtown Lethbridge. So if you like plants as much as I do. Okay, but like, I do like fish, but apparently the fish don't like me. All I do is win, win, win no matter what. Oh, goodbye, Nammy. Nammy got like big zoomer drip with those high top Converse, cargo shorts, and jean vest. I'm over here with my granola look. It's fine. Give me a big boy. Give me a huge shark. It is a Columbo. It is a big Columbo. Ooh. Okay, Lily, what have you been up to today? What's your day been like? Happy hump day, everybody. If you didn't know, Wednesdays are called hump days. The fish are just not vibing with my energy today. They're looking at the lure and going, nah. Nah, bro. Okay, goodbye, Cody. Come on. Okay, but come on. I mean, at least it's kind of a cute view all the way to the ocean. Okay, but it's like 4 o'clock. Where are these fish at? They're gonna be making me late for my stuff. Some running around today. You dropped your bottles off? Ooh. And then helped your dad clean his yard. That's a very productive day. Honestly, you should feel very good about what you accomplished. That's actually very, like, nice. Gotta prep, like, the winterizing your yard. It's a big one. Winterizing your garden, winterizing your yard. Come on, give me a shark. Give me that. It's a Columbo! It's a huge Columbo, though. Okay. Let's go milk Nicki Minaj. Nicki! Nicki's inside! Oh, I hate the scientist. Okay, we got all the animals out. Hello, baby! Give me that little nuzzle! Ah. She did like a weird lick thing, and I think that means that they're like the happiest they can possibly be. Which is like good bear, slowly getting rid of stuff. Actually, speaking of getting rid of stuff, I'm mentally trying to get into the headspace of like, I have especially a lot of clothes that I love, but just don't use. And I really want to look at like trying to sell it on things like Facebook Marketplace and stuff. It's just a lot of work to do that stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to like almost like not downsize my stuff, but really refine the stuff that I have. Keep it to stuff that I like is a necessity for me. So, you know, if you know anyone that's like a size extra small, petite like me, and is looking for like a winter jacket or anything, I got like quite a few things that I'm trying to yote. But we'll see how it goes. I've never really been someone to sell stuff on like Kijiji, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, so it's gonna be like a new adventure for me to like kind of learn how to do that, I guess. Did we just not get an egg today? Yo, where are my freaking chickens doing their freaking chicken stuff? $385. Okay. Okay. 6 p.m. Okay. Did we love my cows? Did we even love you? And I think you're sleeping, so I'm not gonna bother you. Okay, fishing. Man, I love living in Canada. Don't get me wrong, but I will say, going to somewhere like Mexico where it's very consistent in like what time the sunrise sunset is like really weird for me because like here in the summer it sunsets at like 11 p.m. In the winter it sunsets at like 4 p.m. And that huge change is like it's almost like a little depressing in the fall where you start to realize that the sun's setting earlier because like what time is it? It's 6:30 local time. And the sun's going down. And you're like, "Wow, okay." And it gets like a little like sad in the winter because you go to work and the sun's set. It's already down, like it's not up yet. And then you come home from work and the sun's setting and you're like, "No." But catch 22, you get like 18 hours of sunlight in the summer. How could you go wrong with that? I caught a tiny Columbo. The worst. Scream. Hey there, partner. So, even though it's sunsetting and it's so windy here, I just want to say, like, I had a really good day. I hope you guys also had a pretty good day. I felt very productive in what I got done today. I'm excited to be streaming again. I had a great time streaming with Lily yesterday. Just, it's like happy to be back and doing things and have a routine again. And not just working 24/7. It's fun to do things that aren't like your normal activities, right? We be living the dream. We do be living the dream, dude. And also, it's almost the end of October, and it hasn't snowed yet. That is unheard of. At least where we live. I haven't... Okay, I did have to scrape my car that one time. But I was out of town, so I don't count it. I haven't had to scrape my car yet. I haven't had to brush off my car yet. Haven't had to drive in slick conditions. Like, we do be living the dream this year. Okay, it's 9 p.m., so we're actually gonna go to bed. I do actually have to use the washroom, so I'm gonna leave you guys hanging for a hot minute while I run to the washroom. I'm gonna try and bring back my question period, so that you have something to talk about or something to think about while I'm gone. I'm gonna leave you with the bop, too. Oh, baby. Okay, we do be sleeping. I would like to save. This is where I'm gonna leave you. Live in the dream. Okay, I will be quick right back. Give me a hot, like, 2 minutes. Question. What question do I want today? Ooh. What is your favorite style of bar to go to? Are you like a nightclub person? Are you a Irish pub style person? What kind of bar is like your jam? I want to know. I want to know when I come back. Give me like 2 minutes. Where did we land? What did we decide? Oh no, a strip bar. Oh no. Oh no! I mean, to each their own, but oh no. Just tell me you're not going on Tuesday nights. That's just all I gotta know. Yeah, no, snow is not a fun time. You are not wrong. Especially, like... Gonna be nice and clear. Good, I didn't check that before bed. Oopsie! But I like the snow from an aesthetic standpoint, also because, like, when it is, like, very cold, it actually doesn't snow. It only snows when it's, like, a little bit cold. Do-do-do-do-do. But... Yeah, like a big, nice, fluffy snowflake. I'm into that. Where it's like you stomp on the ground and it like floofs out away from your shoes. I love that. I'm all about that. I should come along. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Do do do. Ooh, hello. Do do. Oh, bracken energy. I see some bracken. Okay, but like, where is it? There it is. They kind of look like little hearts. I don't know. They look like if a poop was shaped in the shape of a heart. Like, let's get like if I angle it properly. Like, look at that. It's like a heart. My grass is turning yellow. Oh no, is it gonna die? Should I be doing this? Oh no, you can only do one at a time. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm bad at this. It turns. Flukes? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Everything's getting oh no. Dead grass. That grass do be dead. There we go. I'm very bad. Oh no. It's actually like so jank, and like the jank is like nice sometimes. There we go. Okay. That's not the one I thought I was doing. Do 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 do. Heavy sickle. Okay. This is a lot of work. It is not like Stardew where it just does. Apparently I'm tired. It's 7 a.m. and apparently I'm tired. Prepping for the winter? Can you imagine if this was what being a farmer was like? Individually sickling the tiniest little patch of grass? It's taking me like 2 hours to do this. Okay, apparently we're extra tired. Old school video game with no quality of life. Okay. You know what? This came out in, what did we say? Like 2004 or something? Do not eat the $200. Okay. I think you need to be washed. No, I need tools. She did need to be washed. She was a dirty baby. Okay. That seemed like there should be one on the ground. There was a pickup. There it is. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Okay. So this has all been dealt with. Now we go to the... Where's my horse? Felicia! Can you whistle? Felicia? Felicia? Yeah, sometime in the early 2000s. For sure, bro. Yeah. For sure. We're getting a cutscene. With Lumina. Do, do, do. Rock with Rock. I hate Rock so much. Why does he always hit on this 12-year-old girl? Rock, dude. Rock. Go for someone your own age. Unless you're like 16. Lamina, no! I was thinking about my parents. Sorry, I should have been reading that the whole time, but I was busy drinking my drink. Time for some dinner. Oh, see you later, Todsky. Thanks for hanging out. That's simple. Why don't you just ask somebody? But even if I ask Auntie Romana, she never gives me a straight answer. Maybe Auntie Romana's told Sebastian not to say anything. Oh no. He won't tell me anything. Well, why don't you just forget about it? You have anxiety. Why don't you just relax? You have ADHD. Why don't you just focus? Thanks, Rock. But maybe it's better for you not to know. In any case, they don't seem to want to tell you. There's no point in getting upset about it. Oh. Besides, you've got Romana and Sebastian with you. If I were you, I'd stop trying to find out. I'd start thinking about the future. Rock. You do be having an undercut, dude. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's great advice. How very like me. Bye, Todsky. I'm quite a catch if I do say so myself. Yes, sirree. Lumina. Hydrate? Cracking open cold, fresh water. Oh. Fine. Okay. We were going to the mines. Carter, no! Carter, where are you going? I gotta talk to my boy, I guess. Ooh, there's flowers. He saw me come and just turned his back on me. Hey there. Not too hot, not too cold. This is a good time of year, especially for me. Pick. 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 And then I thought there was some along here. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Oh, I missed some though somehow. Okay. Right, baby. Skirt. Skirt. We see Chris and Chris's husband, who I forget his name. It's like Wally, right? Is it Wally?
Yeah.
Oh, God, she's a god. Hey there, good morning. Are you sweating, my friend? No, my horse is, though. Skirt, 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 skirt. Good. Okay, pick. Pick, pick. Okay, I want to forage more and see if there's more forage, like, behind, like, Lumina's palace or whatever it is, Romana's palace. Or, like, down by the fireworks, guys. You picking up what I'm putting down? Plus, we gotta go pick the flowers by the pond. Skirt. Skirt. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, let's go to Romana's palace first. No. Ooh, I do like that. It sounds satisfying. Oh. Nina. Okay, there's gotta be one of those expensive mushrooms in here, right? Like, there's gotta be. That's not an expensive mushroom. Oh, I wonder if someone's actually playing the piano. I feel like the last time we were here, it was not playing the piano. I wonder. The cats. I called it! That's cool. That's a cute little... I'm a hungry boy. Oh, the music changed when she stopped. It wasn't graceful, but like it did. Get that bracken in my body. Dude, I love the cats. I thought there were 3. There's definitely 3 cats. I swear there's a white one somewhere. Miss Mel. That's my horse. I would like to ride. There's nothing like in these front 2 corners. Nope. Vestige just vibing over there. Okay. Looking for forage. Nothing over here. Oh, there's 2 things over here, actually. It was a bop with some music. You are not wrong. Squeak. This is a lot of flowers. Pretty evenly spaced. Breakneck song challenge. I don't know what that means. Please explain. Please elaborate. Squip. Squeep, squeep. That was a good reach. If I do say so myself. Ooh, I missed a flower. So those 2 mushrooms like only occur over by the windmills, I guess? The like really expensive ones? Unless, I guess I didn't look on the other side of Cody's property, and I do see a hackberry over there. I see 2 hackberries? Squeep, squeep. Okay, but like, Felicia, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to ride you. Thank you. What about down by the beach? Probably not, hey? Because we were kind of already over here. Nothing in those huts. Skirt, skirt. Nothing by Gustafa's place. Is this game like Stardew where if you don't marry someone, they marry like a pre-designated person? Is that a thing? No, probably not. Get in. Do, do, do. How's my dog in here? How did you get in here? Squeak. Trying to prep for the winter. Okay. Never mind. How are my chickens doing? My dog was not okay. Oh, they are also. That's how it works. But I need to pick this up before she gets back on it. That's not what I meant. That's not what I wanted. It's just... speaking of Stardew, can't wait for the new game. You're not wrong. Haunted Chocolatier. Has anybody else seen it? Cosmo. Haunted, I think it's called like Haunted Chocolatier. It looks the cool. I'm super excited. It's like Stardew, but like more combat and slightly different. So it's not farming. And also like you can design a business and I need that. Although it's going to be like 100 years before it comes out. I do be hungry. I'm a hungry boy. That's not where food is. Weird. Can somebody tell me what kind of cow we have? Because I want to order an additional cow, but like, I'm worried that I don't know what one. Do we have marble? I know we have a star cow, but do we have marble or do we have a brown cow? Oh. It's fine. I feel like we have a brown cow. I kind of want to order again. Yes. Do, 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 do. This is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. There we go. Okay. We outie. Actually, no, we innie. We gotta go back in. I need to see if we can inseminate our cow. No, not most expensive. We already have a star cow. Oh. Okay, we cannot, so we will order a chicken. Skip. Do-do-do. Okay. I still don't know how my thing got in here. But we live in. Oh, I wonder if it says on that billboard in the thing. It's actually a chalkboard. Also, not a billboard. Here. Does it say here? Is there... Not what I want. Is there a way to check in here? My person's dying. Okay, well... We're gonna just have to guess. I think it's a brown cow. I think it's a brown cow. Can you pass out in this game like you can in Stardew? Wish there was a way you could fish with the bop, dude. Is my dog popping? My dog is popping. It's very faint. I don't know if you can hear it. What did we get? A huge snelt. Hey baby, you want to see my huge snelt? Do 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 do. Fishing music. You are not wrong. That would just make this like I mean, it's already good, but it would make it just a little bit better. That's why I like in Stardew fishing in the town. Not that this game is like Stardew, but it is kind of like Stardew. Also, why fishing in Animal Crossing is like the best, because you always have Animal Crossing music, and the Animal Crossing music is chef's kiss. Ah. Do 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 do. There it is. I was like, has it happened? Sounds good so far. Ooh. Ooh. What's the best fishing song? It's got to be KK Disco in Animal Crossing. If you don't know KK Disco, you need to look up KK Disco. It is the best. Oh, that's going to be worth some money, dude. It is by far the best Animal Crossing song. Put that on like a Nyan Cat like 48-hour repeat. Golden. Come on. Let me catch some fish. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. She liked to move it. Oh. Oh, baby, we still got it. It was a huge snout. This is my last fish. It's probably going to take me like 2 hours to catch, and then we're going to bed. And with that, it is actually almost time to end the stream. But that's okay. We still got a few more minutes. I am excited. I hope you're excited too. Today was a good day. Today was a nice day to ease back into the schedule again. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to be back. It's like fun to be back and doing something that isn't university. Even though for many people it's probably midterm season, stress, and I feel for you. But I don't want to live that life anymore. We're going to bed. I'm over it. What a terrible way to end the fishing segment. No, we're not eating. We can eat tomorrow. You are on the intermittent fasting diet now? Did you know that intermittent fasting can actually slow down your metabolism and cause you to gain weight easier? Just eat healthy and eat regularly. Don't limit your caloric intake beyond what you need to. It's going to be nice and clear. Okay. So good. Animal Crossing has some phenomenal tunes. You are not wrong. Animal Crossing is so good. Some of the music is absolutely underrated. Here we go. Here we go. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who tuned in today. Oh my goodness. I want to give an extra special thanks as well to, well, Lily Coates, Todsky, and Chirpy Bo Jr. for all the resubs. Wow, phenomenal! As well as to Diana Lowe Mugro, as well as, oh my gosh, Arlido05, and Pan Potato 11 for all the follows recently as well. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to check out my YouTube if you want to see all my recent VODs as well. And we will be back again next Tuesday for Team Stream at usually 5:30 Mountain Standard Time for some golf with your friends before we jump into our team games. So I will definitely see you guys then, and otherwise have a fantastic rest of your evening, and see you next time. See ya! Bye-bye!